Have you ever felt like all that self-improvement advice is just an illusion? You follow the steps, yet something still feels off. Let's dive into the uncomfortable truth about self-improvement guidance. Many of us think we're on the right track, but what if I told you that some advice can skew our perception of ourselves? You might agree, but there's a deeper layer to explore. Imagine waking up each morning ready to tackle the day. You scroll through motivational quotes and videos convinced they'll help you become your best self. But have you ever considered woes behind that advice? It's easy to overlook that many so-called experts bring their own biases, presenting their experiences as universal truths while ignoring the unique story of your life. This can create a disconnect, leaving you feeling inadequate no matter how hard you try. Now, think about those times you follow the latest trend streaming meditation, journaling, or intense workout programs. You see friends sharing their transformations online, and it feels like you're missing some secret ingredient. That frustration can build up, can't it? You might find yourself stuck in a cycle, constantly chasing the next big thing while your self-worth takes a hit. It's an exhausting loop, and the longer you stay in it, the more pressure you feel to meet these ideals. Picture this: you're in a cuff. You can't help but think, what's wrong with me? The truth is, it's not about what you're doing wrong, it's about the unrealistic standards set by others. The more you seek validation from outside sources, the further you drift from who you really are. It's a slippery slope, and many of us are unknowingly sliding down it. As the pressure builds, you realize it's not just about the advice itself, but how it makes you feel. This internal conflict can distort your self-image. The advice may seem helpful, but it's often tied to someone else's narrative. So where do we go from here? Instead of chasing approval from popular trends, why not listen to your own voice? What truly resonates with you? This introspective journey could be the key to breaking free from the chains of comparison. Let's face it, every piece of advice comes with its own context. It's perfectly okay if it doesn't fit your life. You owe it to yourself to sift through the noise and discover what genuinely speaks to you. Remember, self-improvement isn't a one-size-fits-all formula, it's a personal exploration. Embrace your journey even if it looks different from what you see online. Here's a thought to carry with you: maybe true growth lies in accepting your unique path rather than chasing someone else's definition of success. If this resonates with you, perhaps it's time to reflect on what self-improvement really means for you. Have you ever felt swamped by self-improvement advice yet found yourself stuck in the same old habits? What if I told you that some of this guidance might actually be making things worse? Stick around, because we're about to dive into some uncomfortable truths about self-help. You might think that reading a few motivational quotes or following the latest guru will lead you to a better life. But this endless pursuit of perfection could actually harm your mental well-being. Many people don't realize that the very tools meant to uplift us can sometimes drag us down. Imagine waking up each day, scrolling through social media, and being bombarded with images of perfect lives and glowing testimonials. You start to feel like you're not measuring up, that your struggles are unique. The truth is, everyone feels this pressure, writes a shared burden. Can you see how this sets us up for failure? Now picture this: you follow every piece of advice to the letter, striving to become the ideal version of yourself. Instead of feeling fulfilled, you end up exhausted and more disconnected from who you really are. This experience is more common than you might think. It's like being caught in a web. Every thread promises freedom, yet they only tighten around us. Here's where it gets tricky. Many people take their feelings of inadequacy and project them onto their self. When you don't achieve that perfect life, this cycle can lead to anxiety, burnout, and self-doubt. Do you feel that knot in your stomach? That's stress trying to reveal itself. Consider Sarah, who spent countless hours trying to boost her productivity after reading numerous self-help books. She pushed herself harder, convinced that every minute spent on self-improvement would bring her closer to happiness. Instead, she ended up feeling lost, questioning her worth when she did achieve the impossible. Can you relate to that? As the pressures build, solutions can seem to slip further away. But what if the answer isn't to push harder, but to take a step back? Maybe it's time to let go of the idea that you're broken because you're not. Embracing where you are right now could lead to the change you really seek. Take a moment to breathe. Think about what you truly need rather than what others tell you you should want. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. This could be the game changer you've been waiting for. It's not about fixing yourself, it's about understanding yourself. When you stop chasing an ideal, you might discover clarity and peace. Are you ready to redefine your journey? Reflect on this sometimes. The path to improvement is found in acceptance, not in relentless pursuit. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by advice, remember it's perfectly okay to pause and just be. If you found this perspective helpful, share your thoughts below and let's explore this journey together. They start questioning their worth, and this is where the danger lies. Misguided efforts at improvement can create a gap between who they are and who they think they should be. The more they chase these ideals, the more disconnected they feel. We've all been there. You set goals, track your progress, but your self-esteem takes a hit, leaving you to wonder if you'll ever reach that elusive finish line. It's a trap, and you're not alone in it. As the tension builds, consider this: the very advice meant to empower you can ironically become your biggest obstacle, creating a cycle of pressure that leads to self-doubt. It's time to recognize those signs. So, what can you do? Instead of constantly striving for improvement, what if you allowed yourself to just be?